Okay, so like I said, I'm going to begin with Love is a Sacrifice by Paul Sebastian. I love this poem, and it's really a conversation between a rose and the author, where the author is attempting to find love. He needs to know what it is, and the rose is more than willing to give up his time and sacrifice himself in order to show the author what love is, what you need to do to keep it. There's also a quote in here that I like to read for you, which is very powerful. It says, "I am now only a stump twig. I gave you all, even though it painfully pricked. Love is a choice of offering, of voluntary self-sacrificing, patiently and unselfish giving. There is no greater love than this, to lay down one's life for a fellow friend." And basically, what happens is that the rose gives up his life in order to show us what love is, and to show us how important love is. And basically, he made the ultimate sacrifice because it makes it. He basically showed. I'm talking about the rose. Basically, shows that to make your life complete, you have to give yourself wholeheartedly, and that's what it did. It gave itself wholeheartedly, so that the author could understand what love really was. He was being his truthful self. He was being his authentic self, and it shows that love starts with you. You have to, like I said before, believe in it, and you have to be in it wholeheartedly and make that sacrifice in order to make it work, or else it won't go anywhere at all. The other work I would like to discuss is The Nightingale and the Rose, which is actually my ultimate favorite, by Oscar Wilde. And it basically shows us that there's always going to be naysayers on the way to find love. And it's a great short story of a young boy trying to impress a girl. And he goes into the forest and cries, and because he needs to find a red rose. And unfortunately, there isn't any. And so the nightingale hears of his plea for help. And the nightingale itself, who's a fond lover of love, if I should kind of say that, um, wants to help him, because he believes that when you believe in love, it makes others feel your passion. And so he decided to go on a quest to help this young man. And it's a great story. If you haven't read it, you should read it. But basically, what happens is that it when as the nightingale is going along trying to find ways to help this man to get him that one single red rose he needs, everyone keeps laughing at him, like, why would you want to do that, why would you want to help him, until he ends up meeting another plant that's willing to help, and basically tells him the only way that he can get that red rose for that young man is if he sacrifices himself, if he basically gives up his life for that young man. And the nightingale, again, because he still believes in love, actually does that. And he actually gets the red rose for the young man, but in turn loses his life. And that's just goes to show you that when you believe that love is so can be so authentic, and it can be so um, rewarding, that when you people feel that passion that you have, it's gonna make them want to help you. It's gonna make them want to even go further in that relationship. And that's exactly what happened with the nightingale. And it's just a beautiful story that shows you that love, once you connect with your soul with that person, your heart with that person, you'll be willing to do whatever it takes in order to see it work. And that's what happened with the nightingale. That's what happened with the rose in the beginning. Is that these two, nothing was able to stand in their way, because they so believed in love that they were willing to do whatever they needed to do to make it work, or to make others see it in that case. um, the other work I have is by Emily Dickinson, which is I Cannot Live With You, which is actually the opposite of the two other works that I discussed. And it's mainly because it's saying that I love you so much that I can't be with you. that we can't be together. And I think we've seen that in real life so many times, where it's that one person that our heart longs for, but in reality it cannot work. And so she's basically just crying out to her lover, like, I really want to be with you, but we have to keep distance. I have to love you from a distance. And that, I think, is actually, besides giving up your life, that's actually one of the biggest sacrifices, because you have to now pull back and sacrifice your happiness to not be with that person. And that's very, it's sad, and it's and also a huge sacrifice, because no one, everyone wants to be in love, and everybody wants to be with who they want to love. And when you can't be with that person, it's really sad. um the last one I have is Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare, which is obviously a very popular work. And I actually chose that one for many reasons, which you might know already. Mainly because it shows again the power of love. And it's one of those, if I can't be with you, I don't want to be with anyone else. And also, if you realize, all these stories have ultimate sacrifices. They all speak about, well, if I need to show you what love is, I'm gonna give up my life for you. I believe so much in your love that I am now going to give up my life so you can find love. I love you so much that I have to let you go, that I can't be with you because it's unhealthy. And now in William Shakespeare, it's, I need to be with you and I can't be with you, and it's not worth me being here on earth without you here. And so, ultimate sacrifice. And it just goes to show that there are many different types of sacrifices. It doesn't necessarily always have to be life. It can be time, because time is a huge sacrifice. Also, we only have this much time on Earth, and so it's, time is a huge sacrifice. It can also be family sacrifice. It can be, any single part of yourself that you're giving up to someone is a sacrifice. And that's why I chose my theme, that love is a sacrifice, because it really is. You really have to give up something in order to make the relationships work. Um, so basically, that's my mini anthology. I actually dedicated this mini anthology to my husband, because he really showed me what love is. He really showed me, when when you love someone, the lengths you will go, or you're willing to go to make that person happy. Like, when they're sad, you're sad. When they're unhappy, you want to make them happy. You want to be the reason that they smile. You want to brighten up their day. And basically, everything, the whole being affects you. But it's okay, because it's a sacrifice. Because if it was you, you would want them in turn to be that way with you. And so he showed me truly what love is. And I'm grateful for him for that. And so I dedicated my mini anthology to him. Hope you guys liked it. And I'm sorry about my voice again. Okay, bye.